Hey there everybody, Kopiki here. Welcome back to more Kingdom Hearts 2. In the last episode, we end up finishing up we finished up all of Port Royal, and then we end up going to visit Pooh to be able to showcase the whole aspect of how Winnie the Pooh world is going to be, and how we're also going to tackle it. In this episode, we're actually going to head back to Olympus Coliseum because that new episode is very daunting on me, and you know, we might end up getting a reward. It says here, something huge and mysterious has appeared at the entrance to the underworld. What's going on in the underworld? Well, let's find out, shall we? Well, the coast is clear. No signs of nobodies of the Heartless, for now anyways. What's that? The Underdrome. Fiends of the underworld once clashed there, battle after battle. But Zeus didn't like the senseless violence, so he locked the place up. How'd it get unlocked? Some fool must have broken the seal. What an idiot. Those idiots are us, because we're the ones who unlocked it. At least there's a bit of a justification as to why the tournament thing exists, because it'd be kind of weird if it didn't exist, and Orin is gone again. As I stated before, the way how he's treated sucks. Anyways, just talk to me if you want to enter the tournament. These guys are unfortunately not voiced by their actors, or anybody for that matter, which sucks. I would have loved to hear Pain and Panic's voice. Hell, they could have gotten them from the cartoon. Not sure if the cartoon is their original voice actors, but I really am, you know, whatevs. Anyway, we end up talking to, I don't know which one is which, to be honest. So the way how the tournaments act in Kingdom Hearts is that it has a lot of stipulations. There's a lot of things that you need to read upon. Well, not a lot. You just have to realize that there are a lot of set restrictions that you are available to. And this is kind of, I like and I dislike this. I dislike it because I kind of would have just preferred just to beat up a bunch of enemies rather than have restrictions on all of my skills. On one end, I like it because it does give a bit of more challenge, and it kind of ends up, it is also done quick, so you don't have to do time attack or Sora alone or any of that stuff. So I appreciate that. For this one, the Pain and Panic Cup is essentially fight alongside your friends. The drive gauge can't be used, but limits consume less MP than usual. So if we are not, if we're unable to use drive forms in this, it's kind of probably best. We'll show aerial finish later. Aerial finish is okay. The reason as to why I say it's okay is because I'm not really a huge fan of aerial finish all that much, mainly because of the fact that the way how it's utilized is that it does do a lot of, it does good damage, but it does make you stationary. It's a move that I did like to put on Sora, but it's also a move that I kind of interchange whether I want to put it on Sora or not. So we're gonna go ahead and put on both of the limit forms. So the thing is that, you know, if you die, you lose. That's it. Whatever. And if you want the point requirement, I'm gonna say this now: your best bet is to pray that your luck is good. Okay, so I actually wanted to talk about this real fast. I kind of, this is kind of a refight of it because I had to actually cut a bit of it because of the fact of how awful I was actually doing the fight. First off, I wasn't even fighting properly. Second off, being able to actually commentate and focus on the fight at hand was a bit difficult. So the way how essentially the tournaments are now is that you have a point requirement that you need to get. You need to go ahead and try to utilize the combination of the restrictions that you have, such as using limit. The problem I had was that I wasn't utilizing the correct limit. As you see there, we also entered double score mode. When you enter double score mode, you end up earning more points. The problem is double score is very random, so it can either show up or it won't show up. Sometimes you kind of want it to show up at a good moment, but I don't really know if there's a way to manipulate it. The score count that you need to get for the Jiminy's Journal, we won't be able to get until later. I will end up showcasing it in a later episode, but as of right now, you're not going to be able to see it here. So, as of right now, if you want to try to be able to have an easier time, don't use Donald and Goofy's limit. I recommend just using Trinity Limit. Trinity Limit does significantly more damage. There is a spell that we'll be getting later down the road that, if combined correctly with the Mega Drive command for the Trinity Limit attack, actually does additional damage. Because the thing about Trinity Limit is, if you notice, when we used it last battle, or I should say when we used it in a fight previously, it does no damage. Like, it does 0 damage to anything until the final hit. The more commands that you end up initiating, the more damage it will do. But the thing is that if you use the spell that we'll be getting, I think in Halloween Town, you can utilize that as a combination. As soon as you cast the spell, immediately use Trinity Limit, and you will end up doing damage alongside of doing additional damage for the finisher of Trinity Limit. So yeah, it's actually pretty cool, and it's not even a glitch. It's actually, I think it's intended for you to do that. Then again, it might actually be a glitch, because Trinity Limit is not supposed to do any damage until the final hit anyways. There's a lot of things that you can do as well with another particular summon that we'll be getting in Agrabah, where if you use the spell that we'll be getting, it will essentially end up increasing the drive gauge significantly faster. So yeah, if you want an easier time, use Trinity Limit. It will probably end up decimating the opponents a lot faster. I think your score, however, will be lower though, because of the way how Trinity Limit is. I say if you want to try to get the Jiminy Journal requirement, wait until you're just more powerful, because to be fair, yes, you can do this as early as possible as it's unlocked, but you might just want to just wait until you're like geared up and have the second limit for both Donald and Goofy, because their second limit is a lot better for the most part. Anyways, I'm gonna cut back to my commentary, and yeah, that's all I wanted to say. Alright, so we're back. I really needed to change the Keyblade, because unfortunately the damage output that Land of Dragons Keyblade was doing for me was not doing it. It was really, really bad, to the point that it kind of was more so detrimental to me than being useful. So I gotta love when that happens. Ugh, whatever. Anyways, so now we get to actually see the Air guys' color schemes from Timeless River. Alright, so this is gonna be the tournament episode. Okay, cool. I'm actually glad that is actually gonna be the tournament episode. That makes me happy for some reason. One pup. You kill this one pup, many other annoying enemies shows up, because why not? Because this game really loves to spam awful enemies. Funny enough, you're not even done at this point either. I don't even know who the boss is in this thing, because just like in the original one, you had to. Oh, okay. Whoop. Luckily enough, we know how to challenge you guys. Save face. Kind of helps that we get them lovable iframes. Wow, how did you miss? How did you miss that? I think the final battle is Yuffie. Oh, well, no, you got this thing, which is so weird. Oh yeah, you know what? I think I remember why I don't like this one more so than the other one. I don't like this one because of the fact you do not gain any experience at all. Like, there's a reason as to why they show the recommended level, because you actually cannot gain any experience in this, and it's really dumb. Like, why change that? It was fine with how it was in Kingdom Hearts. I mean, I guess to be fair, you don't really gain moves anymore, so I don't know. It didn't really make grinding easy. It just made it a lot more bearable, to be honest, because you didn't have to do the Coliseum to beat the game. You didn't have to beat it to if you wanted the secret ending though. But other than that, You know, you also have to do it for this too to get the secret ending, but that's only for the Jiminy's journal, and that only ends up counting to, I think it actually counts on all 3 of them now that I think about it. Ugh. That's kind of awful to think about now. Ugh. Also, love how Donald's comic attack, even though it's made out of magic, actually affects these guys. Very inconsistent or clever. But then again, to be fair, it doesn't really say that Fantasia is a magic-based attack. It's more so just says that it ends up causing, like, firecrackers and whatnot, so. You save face for that. I don't even know what the point requirement is. Oh, no, it's Leon and Yuffie. Okay, that makes more sense. Yuffie and Leon fight the same exact way. The only difference is that they are not bounded by the limitations of Kingdom Hearts 1's battle system. So if you kind of just remember that, you know, just that's pretty much it. She's not bad. I just like that, you know, this is still a callback of them actually fighting together. But you can tell that they do not fight the same, unfortunately. He does end up having his own counterattack too. You gotta be careful for that. Come on, hit me. No, not like that. That's not what I meant. There we go. Hit me again. Okay, well, you're supposed to like hit Donald and Bully, but that's fine. All right, let's work together. Come on, Goofy. Yeah, I'm glad that it really sucked him into the damn attack. That's actually kind of messed up. Okay, by the way, I know I probably could have just literally just used, I'm dumb. I could have used Trinity Limit, and that probably would have given me a much better result. So yeah, when you do this, use Trinity Limit. Anyways, beating that, you end up getting the Protected Belt, which greatly increases defense. I think it in the Serenity Gem. I think it only increases your defense by 1. Well, by 2, I think. How much does it actually increase? It increases it by 3. The reason I can tell is because it's the same thing as the Midnight Anklet. So let's actually equip that. Unfortunately, our resistance to fire, blizzard, and thunder went down, so that's unfortunate. Maybe I could just give it to Dolan and Bully. Or one of them, anyways. I mean, who keeps dying the most? Obviously, it's Donald. But anyways, let's hand over the synthesis items. And I don't know how long this episode... This is probably going to be a very short episode compared to my other episodes, but it's whatever. Let's make the Mithril. Increases magic, extremely increases maximum AP. Okay, that's actually good for me. I think the Garnet's more so of an attack one. So, we don't want that one. Let's make the Blizzaga. Mugo's leveled up, can use brightness and energy materials used when synthesizing items. Cool. Alright, let's head back in. Nothing. Alright, cool. Anything else that we need to get? Not really. We probably need to buy a bit more potions. I'm telling you, potions are going to be my bread and butter for now anyways. They're probably going to stop being my bread and butter until later on. Oh, that's a shame. This thing was completely useless to get. Now we can just put that, and now we are protected by Blizzard. By 20%, mind you, which is literally the same exact count as the Abyss chain, so it's not much. It just gives us more defense, though. I think we can switch out the medallion now for its magic stuff, so that's fine. Or we can, well, no, that's fine. Alright, so let's put on the... Let's actually figure out how to actually play the game, shall we? Alright, let's put the aerial finish in there, and let's end up putting more AP ups into ourselves. Oh, I got a defense boost. I did not even remember that. Alright, so unfortunately this is going to be a short episode, mainly because of all the friggin' cuts I had to do with that fight, even though it could have been very, very easy if I did what I was supposed to use by using Trinity Limit. Well, whatever. Anyways, in the next episode, we'll be heading to the Ancient Highway. We're actually going to go to Agrabah first, and then we'll go to Halloween Town second. See you guys next time. Laters!